Hello friends, and welcome again to Escaping the Mouse. I'm your host, Breck Roll. So let's talk about what's going on now. It's been a couple days since I've done one of these. After I did one of these last time, I realized that I'm not quite as prolific or proficient at speaking off the cuff as my friend Jordan is, who can go and talk about a subject for 5-10 minutes on end without ever tripping over his tongue or losing his train of thought. So what I have to do is either get better at that or accept the fact that I'm going to have to spend a lot of time cutting all my stuff together to cut out all the stupid goofs and stuff that I make when I speak. Probably because of that, and because of the fact that I don't really have that much changing every day. You know, you can only do so much to the house, and that's really kind of a boring vlog. I'm probably only going to do these once every couple of days. Sorry, I don't have the patience to do it like Jordan does. Do it every day. I don't know, that would drive me crazy, I think. But anyway, we got the drywall finished up today. I'm going to show you that in a little bit. I did some work under the planters, got some of the under the patio cover, got some work done, got some, see what I mean about tripping over my own tongue? Got some more plants around the tree, got some of the stuff for the second bedroom done, and I think, like I said, I'm going to probably just produce one of these every couple of days. I think I can still kind of cover the subject, but now that we've gotten, for the most part, all of the repairs done, we're ready to go. I think the next step is to call a realtor, and I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. A friend of mine at work recommended somebody that he's worked with on a couple of occasions, so I think I'm going to work with them, at least start with them, see what happens. But also one of my neighbors came up and has a sister who's a realtor. So first one falls through, you know, we'll try the second one, see what happens. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Oh, by the way, you may have noticed that the first vlog I did was about 15 minutes long. I don't know if they're all going to be that. They may be more like 5 minutes long each or something. But, you know, we'll play it by ear. First one was a little longer because I had to kind of introduce who I was and where we were going with this and all that fun stuff. But we'll play it by ear and see what happens. I got the drywall guy in today. He's patched up the hole in the living room. This is just the first coat. He's got to sand it down a little bit, smooth it out, put another coat on it, put a texture coat on it, and paint it, and then we are ready to go. So this is the reverse side of that other shot inside the bathroom. That's once again got just the first coat of the patch on it. Gonna sand it down a little bit, texture coat it, paint it. We're ready to go in here. And the drywall work inside the garage for the shutoff valve. So while I was at the hardware store the other day, I decided to get some plants to fill in this little thing. I had some plants in there before, but they didn't do really well, so decided to remove them and replace them with something a little bit more colorful. These are marigolds, and what they'll do is they'll grow bigger and kind of fill in this whole area, hopefully. I also picked up a couple of new hydrangeas for this spot and cleaned it out. That needed to happen. It was still kind of ratty and there were a lot of weeds in there. Turned out the day that they were, that I was there picking up the hydrangeas, it was free strawberry day, so I got a free strawberry plant too. So whoever buys the house is going to have maybe strawberries at some point. Kind of cool. Got to do more in here yet. Get some more plants to put in here, but I'm doing this a little bit at a time. Sometimes it just works better if you just take the toilet apart and move it out into the yard and clean it out here. It also makes it easier if you got someone has to come in and do some drywall and they're drywalling behind the toilet. It's a lot easier if it's not in there. So these are the face plates for the closet in the #1 guest bedroom. They'd been a dark green for a long time and kind of ratty looking, so I just decided to take them and repaint them and kind of make it look like the rest of the room. Need a little time for them to dry now, but I think they look good. The drywall guy has left. Apparently when you put new coating on a wall, you can't paint directly over it. They recommend primer first. So he primered it for me. I'm going to let that dry overnight and then we'll paint it and it should be good as new. Likewise in the bathroom, drywall is in, the texture coating is on, and the primer is on. Next step, let's get it painted, and let's definitely get that toilet reinstalled. It sucks having to go upstairs every time. Well, I managed to get the drywall patched up and the toilet reinstalled, and all the paint's done in here. And on the back side, almost can't tell that there was a hole in the wall there now anymore, can you? Anyway, I met with the realtor today. Got a nice little bombshell. Apparently, they are not that into the color scheme that I have chosen here. They think that a gray and white color will give me more of a modern feel and make the house maybe more appealing to certain people. The problem is, I just spent the last 3 months painting every room in this house to get away from the odd color scheme that I used to have, you know, when this is my house. And so now I just found out that every one of these rooms has to be repainted. Yay! So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next 3 days, is repainting everything in here. Fortunately, I think it'll be a little easier than last time I did it, just because of the fact that the house is pretty empty right now. But this is what I'm going to be doing for the next week or so. Painting every room in this house gray and white. Sounds exciting, doesn't it? Yep, it's going to be.